So this is my 351 project. My name is Ansel Shoenbaum. My UI and here. And so the basic idea of this project is to auto feed a dog. So it's going to fill up the dog food bowl when it's empty and fill up the water food bowl when it's empty. It also tracks the dog with this ultrasonic sensor, so you can record when the feeding, when the dog comes to eat. So the long-term idea would be that you could kind of tell when your dog is sick and needs to go to the vet based on feeding patterns. And so to do that, to track the weight and fill the bowl up and know when to fill the bowl up, I'm using a load cell. So that's has a wheatstone bridge inside and two resistors are on the top, 2 resistors are on the bottom, 2 are in tension, 2 are in compression. And so the change in resistance is encountered and it's seen with the voltage change in voltages that run to this amplifier. This amplifier then has 2 pins that run to 2 digital pins. And then a pin for 5 volts and ground. And so that is able to amplify the voltage so that you can track the weight. The weight's calibrated with the known mass, and then based on that, we can figure out how much food's in the bowl. To put the food in the bowl, I'm using an H-bridge with 4 MOSFETs inside, and this is changing the current through the stepper motor poles. This stepper motor runs to 2 gears to increase the torque. And then there's an auger inside, which is basically just a big screw to push out the food when it's turning. Next, to control the water, I have a peristaltic pump connected to a relay because the BJT transistor in a kit couldn't operate at the 12 volts I needed. This pump is turned on and pushes water from this bottle into the bowl. And the way the water level is detected is using an analog pin that is connected to a pull-down resistor. When voltage is connected, sent through the digital pin, which is this yellow wire, it'll go through the water to this blue wire at a low enough current that the dog won't feel it, but it will read as around 700 out of 1,203 codes, and so that'll tell me when the pump's on. And so I'm processing, it's just really visualizing this process.
So the function's not, or the circuit's not running right now, but the auger is rotating 3D. The OBJ file, when sent to processing, does not rotate around the center. It rotates around the origin, and so I need to make the origin the center. So I find the maximum vertexes on each axis with the function, and then I find the midpoint of them using the midpoint formula, otherwise known as the center, and then now I put it back to processing, and now I'm rotating around those points. And then the thing on the left is the water animation, which is a series of images that are being changed throughout time, and this is being done when there's no water in the bowl, or the contacts aren't sending voltage between each other. The thing on the right will be the dog, and that will appear later.
So now with it all together, the food bowl's empty, the water bowl's mostly empty, not up to the contacts. They both want to fill, and the ultrasonic sensor will detect me when I'm here as if I were the dog, and the processing window when we start it will display the animation, and I'm going to plug it in. So now the processing window launches. The auger wants to fill the bowl with food until it has enough food in it, and now the water's filling until it's up to these 2 contacts. So if I put it up to the contacts, it'll stop. And then if I take food out of this bowl, it's not going to run while the pump's running. And then I stop the pump. The auger should fill it back up. And now it's full, and the dog can be detected by the ultrasonic sensor. So if my hand's in front of the ultrasonic sensor, you can see, and that's the Otter dog feeder.